Hey everyone, Brian here, and we're going to take just a few minutes to talk about alcohol. Now, it doesn't matter beer, vodka, whiskey, cognac, pick your poison. Whatever it is, what do all these have in common? Now, if you say that they are delicious, you're not wrong. However, that's not what we're going to focus on here. We're going to talk about how alcohol can negatively impact what happens both on and off your regimen, impairing performance and strength even after there's been time to sober up. Now, here's just the need to know. To play up to par, you need energy, but a few brewskis can cause us to lose the athletic oomph. Alcohol can't be stored as energy in the muscles since it's not a nutrient. So, it's stored as fat instead. So, what's up, beer belly? Also, alcohol's effect on the liver can also cause a shortage of oxygen, which interferes with the production of adenosine triphosphate synthesis, which is ATP. It's a direct energy source for muscles. So that's kind of a big deal if, in excess. What else? Booze should also hit the penalty box for interference since it gets in the way of metabolizing carbohydrates that we use for energy. Studies have sadly discovered that drinking alcohol right before working out can inhibit the circulation of glucose, which the body uses for energy. What does that mean? That means don't use margaritas for a mid-workout boost. Just not going to cut it. Sipping on that gin and juice can cause the pancreas to secrete its digestive enzyme inside itself rather than sending them to the intestine to digest nutrients properly. Yikes, that's kind of scary there. This can inflame the pancreas and halt transportation of key nutrients, things like thiamine, folic acid, and zinc to the bloodstream. So it's no surprise that working out while dehydrated isn't ideal, and here's a shocker. Alcohol can lead to dehydration. Who would have guessed? Now, this can not only prolong muscle recovery due to decreased blood flow in the muscles, but it can also increase the risk of heat-related illnesses like heat stroke. And a third strike, alcohol can also negate all that work that you put in the weight room. While studies on humans have been harder to execute because most participants don't take well to the suggestion of chugging a few beers right before hitting that squat rack, alcohol has proved to diminish protein synthesis in rats, which stops muscle growth by preventing the repair of damaged muscles. Hitting the bottle may also decrease the levels of human growth hormone, which is HGH, which helps the body build muscle. Now, our favorite cocktails may even interfere with protein digestion and absorption. So it looks like post-workout protein can't fix everything. So now that you know just a little bit about it, we're going to talk about, what should your action plan be? Now, research shows that it's best to skip out on the drinks before working out. Alcohol can linger in the blood even after a good night's rest and even after the seal is broken. So ban the booze at least a day before a big competition, a show, picture, etc., anything like that. As for being intoxicated during exercise, that's clearly a no-brainer because in case you didn't know, alcohol affects judgment and coordination, making anything from completing a play to finishing a rep a difficult and rather dangerous task. Whew, who would have guessed that? Alcohol's diuretic effect also increases the need to urinate, bet you didn't know that one either, resulting in loss of electrolytes. So sorry guys, but it looks like a beer mile is probably not the best idea. As for those beers to celebrate the big win, the biggest sacrifice is the quality of muscle recovery, which could hinder that next step up to the plate. Still, it's not all bad news because in moderation, alcohol may be okay. Another study found that a small, think 1 shot or less, of OJ and vodka had no negative effect on muscle recovery. And in general, some sips Could increase HDL cholesterol. You know, that's the good kind of cholesterol. Could reduce insulin resistance to protein, to protect the heart, and even reduce stress. So perhaps stick to a drink or two a few days before a big race or something like that, then refocus on carb loading without the beer. So all in all, as I'm sure you knew, alcohol and working out, they don't really go well together. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you to completely cut it out of your diet because that's just not practical, and most people just can't do that. And if you can, great on you, awesome. But if that's not something that you can do, which is okay, just take alcohol in moderation. That's about all I have for you guys. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be more than willing to talk to you, help you out. I hope your workouts are going well, and we'll see you in the post. Take care.